Hello, my little maniacs. Little prequel before we get into this video, as I'm not quite sure which one is going to be my last video before New Year. I've got about 3 or 4 of them coming out. One of them I already know is not going to have this intro just because I'm recording it obviously now. But just to get into it, so that way I don't forget, because I'm probably not going to know which one's going to be uploaded on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whichever one. But I hope you all had a great year as best as we could with everything going on. And I hope that the new year 2021 is going to be great for you guys. I hope you all achieve whatever you accomplish. I know that me personally, I've had a pretty nice 2020, all things considered, growing my YouTube channel and all that, so definitely wish you guys all the best. And here's the hopefully 500 subscribers beginning of 2021, maybe even 1,000 by the end of the year. Who knows? That's my goal for the end of the year, 2021. 1,000 subscribers. Let's get it done, boys and girls. And as always, guys, I'll see all of you guys later. Stay crazy, fam. Hello, my little maniacs. This is your host, the Maniacs Gaming, coming at ya with another State of Survival update video. And in today's video, we're going to check out one of the other massive updates they've done to the Reservoir raid. But before we get into today's video, let's talk about that awesome and wonderful sponsor that I do have. Once again, today's sponsor is the one and only, the almighty, the one, the only, the all-amazing BlueStacks. As always, guys, if you want to be able to help support the channel and support me, go ahead and check out that link in the description to BlueStacks. I would greatly appreciate it, and be very happy if you do so, and would obviously appreciate anything help that you guys can provide. And so enough about BlueStacks. Let's get into today's video. So obviously there have been a lot of updates recently, and there's obviously the Plasma Institute, the Chief gear that I've talked about. Obviously, one of the ones that's kind of overlooked that I haven't talked about personally is, well, obviously Alliance Throwdown's updated, but we'll talk about that in another video. Reservoir raid. So obviously, there's obviously the regular Reservoir raid, which my Alliance personally has a rating of S. So, yeah. And obviously, registration's up for it. And my Alliance is currently rank 1 in the state. Seriously? Cool. I haven't actually checked out much of Reservoir raid. So we'll just talk about Reservoir raid in a whole. So obviously leaders and R4s from the top 20 most powerful alliances can register. We're obviously rank 1. I didn't even know we're rank 1, man. I've been doing so many videos. Obviously I can't register because I am not a R4 or leader. So obviously Reservoir raid, basically, the basic background is water is the essential for survival and now perhaps the most precious commodity on the planet. Gigacore has commandeered the central reservoir, the largest source of purified water in the state, and is located in the unforgiving terrain of Dead Man's Canyon, and is polluted by the infection. Most are polluted by the infection. The continued survival of the human race may depend on who controls the central life-giving source. So basically, the raid is to be able to control this and basically get the most water. So, just so key points, troops will not die during the Reservoir raid, and troops wounded during the raid will recover automatically when the raid ends. 2 alliances will be matched and will enter the canyon for the raid. The first time the alliance controls a building, i.e. occupies the building until the color changes, or continuously occupies the building, you'll attain both alliance and solo water. The alliance with the most purified water when the countdown ends will be the winner. Significant rewards will be sent accordingly to the overall battle result as well as for individual importance. Obviously, registration. Leaders and R4 members from top 20 alliances can register. Members who join an alliance after the registration will not be able to participate or receive any rewards. raid participants cannot be changed after the registration has ended. And Alliance leaders and our force can accept up to 30 participants for the raid, plus another 10 reservists. Once the battle begins, chiefs will be able to enter the canyon where the raid takes place. Participants must ensure they have no recon or marching troops, no wounded in the hospital, no troops hidden in the black shelter, and no reinforcements in the settlement. After entering the canyon, the default color of our alliance is blue. There are different stages. So stage 1, the water treatment centers, plants, and power stations, and abandoned helipads are available to take over. Then it's the central reservoir, munitions factories, and the dev compounds will be available. And then stage 3, your water tanks will be randomly refreshed. Now, the alliance that obtains the highest amount of purified water by the end of the raid will be the winner. So, there are different buildings. The Central Reservoir Raid is the largest source of the clean water in the state. It remains pristinely untouched by the infection due to its rocky location in the center of the canyon. Your first time control, you get 9,000 alliance water and 4,500 solo. Once you occupy it, you get 1,800 per minute for the alliance, plus 900 for yourself. And now, water treatment centers. This one, for instance, 6,000 for alliance control. For the first time, solo is 3,000. Occupation, 1,200 per minute for the alliance, 600 for solo. There are two different ones. Well, obviously, they're all the same. Now, these centers are used for the treatment of water to ensure it's safe to drink. There are two centers located in southwest and northeast areas of the canyon. But you also got your processing plants. So these plants are used for the treatment of water as well to make sure that it's good to drink. There are 4 plants located in the 4 corners. Obviously, first time control is the 3,000. Then solo is 1,500. Occupation is 600 for the alliance per minute and 300 for a solo. Obviously, they have the same rates throughout. Now, this is where the fun part begins. So you got your munitions factory. Abandoned munitions factory with some function artillery and military vehicles. Controlling the factory will activate benefits. So first time your alliance controls it, you'll get 1,200 water and 600 solo water. Then occupation gives you 240 per minute and 120 per minute. You also get these benefits. Troop damage 15%. Troop damage taken will be taken down by 15%. And then obviously you've got your solar power station. Function power station that uses solar energy to improve the efficiency of the water process and treatment. And it'll activate benefits. So obviously 1,200 for the control, 600 for solo, 240 per minute for the alliance, 120 for yourself. And the benefits of this is reduces control time by 50%. Pretty nice, right? Now this one's the fun one. Obviously, first time control and occupation are the same as everything else. So dev compound is a testing facility. It releases a terrifying wave of infected to attack a building, dealing damage to the enemy occupant and reducing their troop attack and defense. The strength of the infected wave increases each time up to 3 times. So your different benefits. Releases an infective wave to attack the building and heavily wound 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50% of enemy troops. Increases with each wave. But it also, in the 5-minute period following an infected wave, enemy troops in the building suffer from 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50% reduction in damage, and an increase in the same damage received with each wave. And then obviously, abandoned helipad with semi-functional equipment. Controlling the helipad will increase the chance of free advanced locators and reduce the advanced relocator cooldown. So, reduces relocator cooldown by 50%. So, obviously, you're going to want this. And now, these rewards, members of the Victorious Alliance will receive these rewards, and then defeat will receive these rewards. So, obviously, you want to win because you'll get more rewards. And then there's also your solo awards. So, if you get 180,000 plus water, boom. Then, it drops down from there. Obviously, the higher it is, the better water. And then defeated alliance earns these rewards. Obviously, not as good as if you win. But, obviously, this is something they definitely looked into. Now, this is just the other men. So, top 20 alliances are allowed to register, but only them. And the HQ level must be at least 16 and or higher. And must be an alliance member before the alliance registers. Occupying controlling buildings will increase alliance and solo purified water totals. Some buildings also offer powerful benefits, as we went over. Every 10,000 power of enemy troops killed while defending a building will earn 40 solo purified water. Every 10,000 power of enemy troops killed while attacking a building will earn 80. Neither contribute to the alliance total. The raid participants will have one free locator to use. They'll enter a cooldown period after use. When the cooldown finishes, it can be used again. You can also use advanced relocator items during the raid. Now, troops in the res raid will not be killed during battle, as we've already gone over. Wound troops during the raid does not consume resources. Note that if a settlement is attacked and loses the battle during the raid, the settlement burn rate is much faster than usual. If the burn is not extinguished, the settlement will be relocated to the safe zone when its defenses hit 0. Leaving the raid mid-battle will result in losing all solo purified water gathered up to that point. You will not be able to return to the battle for 15 minutes. And research, alliance tech, cheat talents, VIP boost items, and skin benefits are effective during the raid. Honors and state skills are not. Also, there's an MVP of everyone of your win in alliance. Obviously, that'd be whoever does the best and gets that highest score. And something else you can see is also your raid history. Boom. My alliance is on a little bit of a win streak after a lot of defeat. Lots of defeat, but we do pretty alright for ourselves, honestly. Obviously, this is the guide for the Reservoir raid, so stakes have never been higher. Read on to learn how the raid will go down. This is the guide, so obviously this is your zone, that's your zone, that's their zone. This is the Central Reservoir. If you want to check this out, it's right there, but I'll go over it quickly. Reservoir is located in the center, which we talked about. Not far will be the 2 water treatment centers. Obviously, then you got your purified water from water tanks, your munitions factories, solar power stations, and your helipads and dev compounds. But there's also water tanks that will appear randomly throughout the canyon. Set troops to gather the purified water. The water tanks will be refreshed 3 times and are an important source of the water. So obviously keeping your eye out for those. If you don't have anything else to do, go look for those, because obviously those are a good source of income. So this is the classic Reservoir raid. But you also have the Reservoir League. There's the Reservoir League, which obviously is this. So we are currently in the qualification round, the qualifier, the final round. So went from semifinal to the final to the semifinal again. Oh no, that's the other team. How they did. Yeah. So this is what's going on. This is where we're currently at. Obviously, there's different events. Obviously, you got your league registration stage, the drawing stage to figure out where you're going to wind up, and then you got your qualifier group, round 1, 2, 3. Then you got your semifinals, and then your finals, which we're currently in. Then you got your recovery. Then playoff group, round 1, playoff group, round 2, playoff group, round 3, playoff, 8th final. Then you got your quarterfinal, your semifinal, your playoff final, and then whoever the champion is will be emerged on that day. So this is going to be set up all the way up until March 4th. So this is a long period, but it is going to give you awesome rewards. Obviously here we can see participants, so I can select what time works best for me. I guess, or is this? No. Opponents will be based on for you. Please select 3 different battle time. Apparently I don't have the option to do that. Whatever. Maybe that's only Alliance thing. But again, raid history during this. You also got your Reservoir store, which offers, obviously, I looked at this briefly in the video that I did over the Chief gear. Obviously, these offer pretty good, nice rewards, but you need to have the Reservoir coin, which you get for participating during the raid, or if your Alliance wins. Oop. Recently exited out. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay. So, Reservoir League. But you've also got different rewards for this, obviously. No, this is just all the different things about the lovely league. So, to have more Chiefs get the chance to join Reservoir League will open base on the release time of your state. States will be divided into different battle zones. Each battle zone will compete to have one final league champion. So all states will be divided into different battle zones based on the state release time, obviously. And then Alliance can only register for Reservoir League in their own battle zones. The power will be decided based on the Alliance registration list. Only the top 256 of the registered alliances will be qualified for joining the league. So then, obviously, Stage 1 is your qualifier, which the 256 alliances will be divided into 32 zones, compete in 3 rounds of group match and 2 rounds of knockoff. Only champions of each will be qualified for playoff. Now, these 32 alliances that have won from each zone will compete in 3 rounds of group matches and 4 rounds of knockouts. Top 2 alliances of group matches will be qualified for knockout. The remaining 16 will compete in the knockout. Only the final winner will achieve the glory of champion. Final rankings will also decide the final rewards. Obviously, the schedule, which we've went over already. Then obviously the rewards. So this is your qualifier alliance rewards. Members of alliances qualified from qualified battles will obtain these. Pretty nice. Alliances qualified from qualifier battles will receive those. Members of alliances in the playoff will get rewards based on their final rank. Obviously, the best is obviously that, and then you got the rest. Then participants and reservists of alliances in the playoff will get rewards accordingly to playoff final rank. Obviously, boom. Those are pretty nice rewards, honestly. I've been kind of excited for that. The Reservoir League coins can be obtained and can be used to exchange for these different rewards. Now, there's some regulation of the league. So the system will stop Reservoir League if there's any internet or crashing problems that affect the battle severely. State of Survival will have the final interpretation of the problems. Problems include, but not limited to, as the following: stable server, severe bugs, misapplying of the bugs, any cheats, and third-party programming usage. The final result will be decided except from following situation: battle stopped because of severe accident. State of Survival will consider detailed situation and decide whether the alliances will have a rematch. Check for more detail and rematch regulation. Alliance leaders will represent alliances for all communication with State of Survival and will deliver the detailed message back to the alliance. Alliance leaders can report to game/league customer service when accident occurs. Detailed description of the problem and relevant proof is required. State of Survival has the right but not the obligation to send compensation accordingly to the accidents. State of Survival will send relevant statement and decisions in-game within 48 hours. And then rematch regulation. These are different things for the rematches. So the State of Survival team will send a detailed rematch notification after the effective communication with the leaders concerning the battles that stopped or did not start due to errors. The State of Survival team will decide whether a rematch will be scheduled and send detailed notifications within 24 hours concerning battles that did stop but were severely affected by errors. Rematches will generally be scheduled for the next Wednesday, UTC time. Battle times will be decided by the previous battle time selection. This will be the case unless both alliance leaders communicate and confirm an alternative, or the State of Survival team notifies otherwise. Alliances will need to join the rematch on time once the State of Survival team sends out the rematch notifications. The team will not provide another rematch opportunity if one alliance cannot join the rematch. So basically, if you cannot join the rematch that is set up, that's it. That's basically it. You lose. Which, that's unfortunate, but, if this stuff does happen. Now, another thing that is very exciting that they do have is events. You've got your league missions to do, which gives you these coins, which are I believe they're called the betting coin. Yeah, Reservoir betting coin, which you can exchange for different goods. You got your daily missions and your weekly missions. So that's pretty cool. And you also got this, which the playoffs, no idea what it is yet. Rest period is not started. But then you got your, boom, betting store where you can buy different items and stuff. Obviously not as good as the other store, but still pretty nice. You got some nice rewards. The experience books, Chief XP, and speed ups, and hero gear. Pretty nice. And then obviously the Chief gear parts and medals. Nice. So this is definitely something that I'm excited about. Obviously, I'm trying to organize it so I can actually show some of this off. Hopefully I can get this done so that way I can be able to show off a little bit here and there. But as always, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. On the road to 500 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that early 2021 and get on the path to 1,000 quickly. And as always, guys, I will see all of you guys later. Stay crazy, fam. And if you have any questions, drop a comment down in below and ask me any questions that you need. Also, if you guys haven't already, today's discussion thing to comment, just write Reservoir Raid. Just write Res Raid in the comments. I'll heart any one of those I see. Alright? Stay crazy, fam.